Welcome back in, builders. We're going to do a little bit of Ascend from Nin Mountains this, I guess, evening, this late afternoon. Xiaoqi Long has heard tales that there was a pretty big patch, that I think 2 days ago now, that added some animations, which was one of my suggestions and one of the critiques that we were hearing a lot on stream, so I'm really curious to see how that goes. I am being super lazy today, so we don't have a camera running. I also was just fighting a headache today, so having some blaring lights in my face would not make this a pleasant experience. So we're just gonna have a chill stream here and see what we can see. Last time around, we made it all the way over here to the Star Observatory. So we are a bit away from where we started. And we were doing some quests here. We got a promotion. We bought a whole bunch of recipes, a couple of which we are hoping to craft. But one of the materials that we need is actually back in here is actually some of the stuff that we get from doing these missions. So yeah, we need to make sure we get, I believe it's 2 at the bare minimum so that we can craft the new cauldron. So we're going to try to get something here done. The escort one's the one we failed last time, so maybe we'll try to hold off on that one. So we'll see if we can get one of these other missions grabbed while we can. Hey, Aster and Wolf, good to see ya. Other than that, we're at full HP. I'm just double checking, kind of getting my brain back in order here. I haven't had any free time, so it has been since I think Wednesday when we streamed that I've been in here. Is there anything we need to buy while we were here? No, not particularly. Control pill 2. That would actually be kind of useful. We're kind of swimming in spirit stones at the moment. You know what? Give me one of those, and give me an intensity pill too. I'm just preparing myself for when we're gonna try that craft. We're gonna have to go kind of all out on that one, I have a feeling. Okay, let's see if we can get one of these quests and get some of the, I don't remember what they're called, star shards, whatever it is that we're picking up. So I think, yeah, Twisted Xiaobian. All right, we will give that a go. Travel there. I'm really curious to see how these animations go. I know they're pretty simplistic, but I was okay without them, but I know that was bothering a lot of people. All right, let's see how we go. As you pass a cave entrance, a massive grotesque beast flies out, narrowly missing you on its initial engage. Okay, buddy, give me your flesh. Twisted Fury. At the end of each round, lose a stack, so he's gonna get weaker. Although that's a long time, so. Okay, do not lose stacks. He just has resistance to everything. Okay. All right, let's see what we got. Okay. I wonder, am I running... Let me go to settings here. Okay, that is in combat speed normal. I'm actually going to slow that down for a second. I just want to see those animations a little clearer. Let's do that again. Those are not bad. Simplistic, but I think it does add a little bit of dynamism to the screen rather than just having a line that kind of bounced back and forth. Yeah, I'm not going to make us play in very slow though. We'll keep it on normal. It is a bit zippy here, but that's fine. That's not like it's a big thing. And it does, because in the Steam post, it was showing a different character model, and it looked like they had slightly different animations. So I wonder if they went through and did it for every one of the bodies. That's kind of interesting if that's the case. That is really interesting if that is the case. All right, come here, batty boy. I wonder if that's also based on which kind of attacks you're actually queuing up here. Yeah, I'm super interested in that. The monster looks like it's having a fit. Well, you get shot with a moonbeam and see how it goes for you. It does seem a little quick I don't know how you change that though, because I don't think you want to slow down the combat speed. Yeah, I don't have a good solution on that. I don't think you'd want to slow down the combat speed. Yeah, he's bouncing between his getting hit animation and his attack animation. Okay, good. He did give it a Twistus Remnant. That's what we were looking for. Okay, we need 2 of these though. So we're going to have to at least find where that other mission is. Just a casual 10,000 spirit stones. Okay, give me... Nope, no exploring here. Escort caravan. I don't think we can do that one. Okay, this one we probably can do. Well, I guess we could try it even if we failed. We were really close last time. I'll tell you what, we'll try it. Let's travel over there. Oh, and it's the festival this month. Oh. Okay, many things. All right, I'll see you later. Let me in here first so I can heal. Okay. And then let's do the festival first. That's right. I was going to do a little bit of grinding, but I couldn't because of the festival was in my way. Have you tried any of the other character models? Because the ones on the Steam, they look different. They didn't look like they were just the same ones. I assume there's going to be some reuse, obviously. All right. Next festival here, we have the festival of Diaogian. I don't know which one this is. Let's start with the food stalls and see what we got. So buy us a skewer. Okay, a skewer of meat still sizzling and steaming. The first bite is a burst of flavor. The meat tender and juicy. The glaze sweet and spicy. You finish it in moments, wanting more. Okay, but what is it? It's got a kick, doesn't it? That is the Daoyan Spice Blend, guaranteed to give your cloud techniques a real boost. I wish you luck in the tournament, young one. The vendor gives you a grin and turns back to his griddle. Okay, we are probably not going to tournament this one. Let's hit the parade. I'm just seeing if these are the same one. Okay, that's the same one. Here, a raised stage has been erected where a constant stream of dancers perform the great dance known as the Fluttering Across the Skies, an intricate performance detailing Diaogian's great adventure through the sky. As dancers whirl on and off the stage, clad in alternating pale blue of Daogian and a variety of colors representing the locations she traveled to, the square slowly fills with ki. It sends a tingle down your spine as you watch the performance detail the great progenitor of the cloud arts and contending with beasts, seeking treasures, and uncovering ancient secrets. The ki in the air is thicker and thicker until it feels like you could reach out and touch it. We absorb some ki. With a bow of respect to the performances, the long-lost woman whose tale it is tells you leave the square and return to the festival. Okay, give me the fruit vendor. I will take all of your fruit, kind lady. Yes, please. And I will remember to eat the fruit, because that apparently is something I struggle to remember. I'll consume that all. Okay, Lore Master. Let's do the Cloud Challenge first. As you find yourself drawn to a long stretch of land covered in deep sand, a crowd is gathered along the edges, watching the challenger after challenger lines up to be flung into the air by a strange contraption, before using a blast of wind to propel themselves forward as far as they can. The air is filled with the sound of bodies hitting the sand and the cheers of the crowd. Step right up, win a prize. All right, so we can do the 20. You hand over the spirit stones and step up to the flinging contraption. It's a strange thing, a series of ropes and pulleys that launch you into the air with a blast of wind. You take a deep breath and then step into the harness. The attendant nods and then pulls the lever. In an instant, you are airborne, howling wind howling in your ears. You send a blast of ki backwards and blast forwards, barely keeping yourself upright as you soar through the air like an arrow from a bow. The crowd cheers, and you feel a surge of pride as you land just past the second marker. Well done, well done. A clean landing as well, most impressive. A prize for your achievement, man. Pressing a pouch into your hand, enjoy the festival and good luck in the tournament. Gain some stuff. With a smile on your face and a taste of victory in your mouth, you head back to the throng of the festival. Hey, Shinosuke, how's it going? And Mickey D say Babel got any plans to play Where Wind Meets when it launches in November. Are action RPGs your thing? Not one of my main things, but I'll play almost anything. There are very few games that I would just straight up say I won't play. They may not be my go-tos. Vaguely yes is my answer. We have like a bajillion releases coming out though, so we'll see. I also have what started as a redoing some weather stripping on my house turned into a minor remodel as we found a couple problems that needed to be addressed. So that's going to be taking place not this week, but like in 2 weeks. So I'm going to be like all kinds of like messed up for time and getting things done and whatnot. So vaguely yes, but I can't say I'll necessarily do it like on launch necessarily. Just this week alone, I believe on Wednesday, Chaos Zero Nightmare launches. I'm going to do a little bit of content on that. I don't know how much. And then on Thursday, Hero and Adventure launches, or Crown and Adventure, whatever, launches on Thursday. And I know I want to do some content on that. So but we'll see. We'll see. If it's going to be good, yet to be seen. Yeah, I mean, I'll try anything that's free, especially, so. With a smile on your face and the taste of victory sweet in your mouth, you head back to the throng of the festival. Okay, let's read our chapter book here. We head over to the lore master who's preparing a table to tell the tale of Dao Jian, the progenitor of cloud art. Seated in a great arc around him are dozens upon dozens of people, their faces wrapped with attention as he weaves his tale. You seat yourself amongst them and wait for his story to begin. Finally, the wrinkled man steps forward, his eyes glinting with a wisdom that seems to reach back centuries. He gestures dramatically, clears his throat, and then begins to recite with a voice resonating with power. Adventure. So many cultivators focus on power or battle, but adventure is really the essence of cultivation's all about. And what greater adventure than the tale of Dao Gian, the progenitor of cloud arts? Her time was a peaceful one. The beasts were being culled by the rise of blossom and fist arts, reduced to a point where they were little more than an annoyance on the fringes of society. And as such, society turned its focus inward, to art and knowledge and the pursuit of pleasure. Yet, such a hedonistic existence did not please Diao Gian. She yearned for more. It was there, on her journey through the sky, that Diao Gian began to sense the Tao of the cloud. She observed lightning storms battling against cyclones and hurricanes, withstood torrential downpours, powers far beyond the meager danger of the beasts that called such places their home. So Diao Yan watched and she learned, and then finally she controlled. With lightning dancing at her fingertips, she fought ancient horrors lurking on the far corners of the world. She uncovered treasures left behind by the powerhouses of the ancient world, using each to propel herself higher and faster along the path of cultivation, breaking through the realms at a pace that left all others in the dust. Even the heavens seemed to resent, sending down tribulation after tribulation, but Diao Gian was undeterred, simply utilizing such attacks to further herself instead. It is that energy, that curiosity, that desire for adventure that she left behind. That infuses each cultivator who uses one of the shards to learn her cloud techniques. When life looks bleak, difficult, and pointless, simply look back to her example and rejoice, for life can always become more. That's a pretty nice little parable, actually. As the lore master's tale reaches the climax, the crowd erupts into applause. He gives a flourishing bow before moving away off the stage and out of sight. Slowly, the onlookers begin to disperse, murmuring to each other, their faces filled with wonder and awe. You sit for a moment, the story still filling your mind, before you rise and head back to the throng of the festival. We got a couple new people in here. Hey, Excess Itachi. Have I tried the Eastern Era demo? Doesn't ring a bell to me. Hang on, you guys probably won't, you guys shouldn't see this. Let me go see what that is. I'll pull it up on Steam here quick. Eastern Era. All right, I've got it on Steam so I can look at it later. Wow, good games. That's right, we only play good games. Night Ninja. Downloading the Eastern Era now. Didn't know if it had a translated version. I have no idea about it, but I'll take a look. I got a whole bunch of things in the queue to do, and frankly not enough time to do them in, so unfortunately, never enough time. Never enough time. Okay, we are not going to win any cloud tournaments, so I'm just not even going to lose my spirit stones for no reason. Let's head out of here. Before I forget, let's also use our fruits that we won. So that takes us to 25 cloud. That's not terrible. And we got some stones. I was going to hold off on these until we bought the technique books. I think that's still my plan. I don't think we need any of these though, right? No, so these ones... This says convert all crystals. I'm really worried it's going to do those, so maybe I just leave that alone for now. Apparently I have some recipes in here. Let's learn those. What else do I have in here? Cloud Talisman. We said this wasn't quite as good as Sky Piercer, but it was close. We have flares. We got a bunch of Spirit Core 2s. Burning Blood. Why? Couple extra bottleneck pills. That's probably for a mission. Okay, let's try the caravan escort again. Is my friend here? She's not. Do I have the ingredients to make one of our defensive potions? Boiling breath. No, that's not what we want. Toxic cleansing, no. Okay, I don't have the better recipes, so kind of a moot point. The English localization of Eastern Era demo is pretty solid for a demo. For comparison, it's the same studio that made Lost Village. Lost Village is one of my disappointments. I go back time to time and try to get into it, and I just can't. It's just a little, like, not polished enough, unfortunately. I wanted to like that. That is like right up my alley. It's a sect builder, base builder. Ooh, that is right up my alley. Akusis. I will definitely check that out. Yeah, like I want to find a really, really good sect builder. Like Amazing Cultivation Simulator is pretty good, but it's a little rough. Like the combat's really boring, and yeah, it has its issues. I won't go into it here, but it scratches the itch better than anything else I have found. Okay, let's try this caravan and let's get ourselves beaten up again. I have a heal this time, though. You must be Sir Xiaoqi, correct? I'm glad you're here. The main route's blocked off. A damn piece of the sky fell days after I passed by. I'll be relying on you to protect the goods. All right. We have the whole crew here. This doesn't look as bad as the last one. Famous last words, I know. Maybe one thing that would help with the animations, maybe stay in the animation instead of going back to neutral between each one. Maybe that would help. I like that this actually has a little bit of motion to it, though. Definitely an improvement in my book. Okay, heal. I don't think we need to heal yet. No. Yeah, these things having their darn self-heal is what made that last guy be able to survive us. Hopefully we can power through here. Are you charging anything? Okay, so some resistance. Yeah, this is it right here that's annoying. Hopefully we can chunk our way through here. I am gonna need to throw a heal out, I think. Yeah, unfortunately that lets him live because of his own healing, though. Okay, our stacking is going fine, though. Get out of here. Yeah, this thing at the end is what caused us all those problems. What do we got? All right, let's pop a regen pill here. If I start going into the heal, it just lets them catch up. We'll try to rely on that and see if we can power our way through. Okay, keep powering. If they didn't move on like they did with Lost Village, Eastern Era definitely has the potential to be a better game. Yeah, I liked Lost Village, but they tried to do too many game modes, and none of them felt like complete. They all felt like early access versions of the modes. So they had a mode that was kind of like a MOBA, and there was a Vampire Survivor mode, and there was a what was that game called? Circle Hero, Path Hero, the one where you built your own like route and you went around in circles, powering yourself up. Like, they were all individually okay, but then none of them felt polished and finished. Like, they just weren't there, nor was the translation. There was a lot of like deep mechanics that I couldn't understand the translations for, which really hurt that game. Okay, our regen pill has worn off. Let's pop another one. I'm not thinking we're gonna make it through here. We're gonna have to start using our heal. What are you building up? That's my moon chill. You're losing these, but I think these are individual, so I don't think you're actually losing those. Yeah, that extra 1,000 damage. But getting rid of that will help at least. I'm loving the big sun. I'm loving the big sun. I'm gonna go for another heal here. I think we're coming out ahead ever so slightly on these heal rounds. Yeah, we definitely are. I picked one of the edgy ones. I picked it because he looked sleepy. That was my thought process. Xiaoqi Long is vaguely like little napping dragon for his name. I don't think we need the heal here. Okay. Hit him. Come on, finish this guy off this turn. Yikes, we're getting low. Oh, we don't finish him. Okay, give me the regen pill. Let me remind myself here. Yeah, so we can go into our heal here. Let's do our heal. All right, that does kill him. That's actually a good round because we killed him and then we're able to heal up without them getting a chance to retaliate. May have to craft better gear. Yeah, we're using just the tier 1 gear right now. I'm kind of sort of on my way to go do a big crafting session, but we need one more twisted remnant at the bare minimum so we can make our new cauldron. I'm hoping we can win this one. I'm not confident we can win this one. This may just be wishful thinking. I don't know how this thing can only count as being in middle. I guess it's all the buffs they get for being infected by the celestial power or whatever. Go. We don't need the heal. He's running a bunch of barriers. Yeah, let's just keep hitting. We don't need to heal. Okay, we're definitely making progress on this guy because he keeps wasting time putting barriers up. I appreciate that. We'll see if we can get Big Boy, though. Also, yes on the moon. Are we still getting bigger? No, I think we've maxed out. I just want a giant moon. Is that so wrong? Yeah, Amazing Cultivation Simulator is really good. If you try to actually do the main storyline, though, it is pure pain and misery. And if you don't have foreknowledge of how to do it, you will fail. Like, there's a fail state that you cannot recover from, which is really frustrating if you like to play things blind. Hey, Owen, it has been a while. How are you, man? Hi, Babble Builder. Been a bit. Hope your weekend was good. But now down to business. Was watching your Dom 6 middle-aged tier list. Oh, well, I hope you enjoyed. I had a lot of fun on that one. We are getting vaguely close to the late age one, which also means we're getting vaguely close to the finishing up Dom 6, at least what I would consider like mainline content. I'm gonna go for a heal here because he's gonna go for barriers. I don't think we're gonna kill him this round, but maybe next. Yeah, we had to rip all that barrier off of him. All right, can we do it here? If we don't, that's fine, because then we can do... Yeah, he gets the auto heal. No, I don't want to heal on this, because we're not going to kill him, and he'll just heal some more. I'm going to have to heal here. I love that we have that many... we have 695 stacks of Moon Chill on this guy. I'm gonna need to do another heal, I think. Okay, that actually worked out in my favor, I think. Yeah, big heal. Okay, we don't kill him here, though, which is unfortunate. Let's go for the heal and top ourselves off. Perfect. All right. This is where we failed last time. The entire social system in Amazing Cultivation Simulator is terrible. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right, Aster, have a good one, man. I'll see you in the next one. I'm sure that you could definitely script better than what I currently have, too. Getting the heal, though, has been really big for us. I will say that. Okay, so he is gonna absolutely blow us up here. He still has the 13 stacks. And he get you right, he's gonna stack star power. That's what got us last time. We have no more pills that we can use, so it's literally just a DPS race. Alright. Nope. Just big nope. No, we can't kill this guy. That was way too much damage. All right, let's do Flea. I've never done Flea before. Oh, so if we flee, we actually get the rewards from the other things that we beat, which included the remnants I needed. Okay, I'll take it. Annoying, but is what it is. All right, heal me up. All right, well, that gave me what I actually needed, so I'm gonna go ahead and say victory there. Let's do our crafting back at the sect. Where are we at time-wise? Okay, yeah, it's fine. All right, let's head home. Zoom over there. All right, my bully isn't currently home. Yeah, we had failed that quest before, but I had gotten a lot more powerful since then, but obviously not quite enough. Owen says, that's crazy, you're almost done, but I've come to say, I think the middle-age Olm should be at least higher than B, due to the fact that you can always take big drain scales. You should post that as a comment on the video so other people can see it too, Owen. Gives you the magic resist. It does help. It does help. Okay. Let's get to the crafting right away. So what we want to make here is... And actually, hold on. We also could consider reagents. We want to make the cauldron. And it's this guy right here. We would have one go. Apparently, I don't have an artifact blank. Okay, so we need an artifact blank as a material. I don't have the recipe for that. Okay, let's get that. Recipe. Artifact blank. Give me that, please. Okay, so let's start there. This should not be particularly hard. We have only one chance to make it, Although we could go get some more tough iron ore if we have to. I don't think this is going to be a problem. Okay, balanced, going into a harmonious. All right, let's immediately get up our gentle stabilize. We'll hit a harmonious infusion. Okay, we're in balanced. Perfectible. I'm just still checking. There's been a little bit of UI changing since we were here last time too. Okay, we could get a buff up and running. I don't hate that idea. We also could get our delayed stuff running. Let's get our delayed stuff running. We'll do another harmonious fusion. Let's get the delayed fusion running. Okay, that's probably gonna not quite finish us off. 280. Oh no, that will. Okay, we are done with the fusion. Now we just need the perfection. Okay, to that end, this one costs us 88, but gives us 10 stacks of refining, which lowers the refine action by 5. It costs us 88, so we would have 36 left, which would be 2 of these. But we might be able to do some siphon key. Let's try it. Okay, we're in harmonious. Let's siphon. Okay, that's fine. We have the delayed fusion going off. Let's do a delayed refine. How is that only at 1? Oh no, it's counting up. That's fine. There's not a lot of thought really available here. We pretty much just have simple refines. Okay, harmonious. We could do this one, which is 162. We can't siphon key because it's on cooldown. I think we do our harmonious. Very nice. Our timed one also went off. In 2 turns, we could siphon more key. I have nothing I can do right now, so I guess we'll just wait. I still find it very weird that simple fusion and wait have the same cost. So wait and wait. Okay, here we siphon. I have enough key to do 2 simple refines, which is also going to finish off. No, we'll have a little bit left. So let's do a refine. If I do a harmonious refine, I could afford 1 more. And we make it. Okay. That was a lot of work. Craft skill +3. Got some key for it. Now we have our ingredients. Okay, we're gonna pop potions on this one. So that's how I'm hoping that this is gonna go better. I'm gonna catch up on chat here. It's turn-based and that's the standard turn cost. I suppose so. It just feels weird to me. I feel like maybe weight should do something. Or maybe we could get an upgraded weight where we could regenerate just a tiny bit of key or something. It just seems strange. That's all I'm saying. Okay. This is an important craft. We're going to spend what we can spend to make this as good as we can. We would really like to perfect this one. This has way more stats than what we are currently using. Again. Okay, how'd we do? We immediately are going to have our harmonious. We're almost certainly going to gentle stabilize here. If I did use our pills, a pill that temporarily heightens consumers' key intensity. Okay, so grant 4 stacks. Any action will lose a stack, so I don't want to pop this yet. let's just go ahead and get our gentle stabilize going. Okay, now we need to make a call here. Okay, the fact that this is gonna lower key control already made that decision for me. I'm gonna go ahead and commit to using the intensity pill right now. Pop it, and then we're gonna do a harmonious fusion. We are gonna get our delayed fusion running. It does not snapshot buffs though. 169 times 3 would be what? 300. Yeah, 70 times 3 would be 210. So that'd be 500 and something ish. Not quite enough. Man, I wish this game had snapshotting. All right, we're gonna do the simple fusion, I think, and we're just gonna burn 2 of those. And then on this one, I think we're gonna go ahead and do a cycle fusion. So this gives us a little bit of completion and sets us up to do some refines. We have a smidgen left, which hopefully we can just do another cycle fusion to do that. Okay, in 4 actions, we have another harmonious. I'm gonna do the... I think we're in for this. Are you on use? Any action loses, so that would not be good to use right now. We would want to do simple refines. Do it. Give me a control pill. All right, so we are as good as we can get, basically. So we want to do 2 of these in a row. Okay, good. Okay, we have 30 left. We have 2 gentle stabilizes. I have key left. I think it's only gonna leave me enough for like 1. We have a harmonious coming up. Give me 1 and a harmonious. All right, we have 2 actions left, basically. I could do a gentle stabilize again. Or we just commit our 2 to refines. If we do the gentle, we're gonna have to siphon. Can I drag this out for 4? I don't think so. Oh, and says I've returned. You made your case in the comment. Putting comments on those videos is always good because then people can always search it and read those later on. Comments here are very ephemeral, and nobody that's on that video would ever find that. What's this one about? This is Ascend from Nin Mountains, which is a cultivation genre game. So essentially, we were immortal and we had a run-in with we were immortal. We had a run-in with an immortal and we got hit by a lightning tribulation, which gave us a spark. And we've started to work on becoming an immortal cultivator and ascend to heaven. So right now we're doing some pretty heavy-duty crafting. And this game has a very in-depth crafting system, I will say. All right, there's no way I can make it to this harmonious, so I think we're just all in on simple refines here. I'm not gonna be able to get the delayed refine off. Yeah, I think we just go double. Oh, we crit! Oh, how lucky was that? Come on, nice. Okay, we didn't quite max it out, but we got the perfect. We really lucked out on that. We didn't have this maxed out either. All right, well, used up my good luck for the day. Let's immediately go equip that. So what we have currently is giving us 69 intensity, nice. What we're changing it to, though, gives us 60 intensity, but also 48 control and a 20% crit multiplier. And we gain a stack of Outer Worlds Invasion. Okay, so what we really want to do... Yeah, this one's going to be interesting. We're going to have to do a little bit of playing around those stages. We don't want to be on stage 1, basically. But big come up there. Okay, now, I don't need this, but we could craft it just for the skill level. We have what it needs. Compared to what we just did, this should be pretty easy. Let's go ahead and try this one. Okay, right off the bat, we have a... Ooh, decrease both. Yikes. Okay, let's hit that with a gentle stabilize. We'll harmonious into a fusion. All right, we'll do delayed fusion and then a delayed refine. Another resistant. Ugh. These materials suck. That's all I have to say about that. All right, we'll do a cycle into double refines. Okay, we have 2 gentles left. Let's go ahead and do another delayed fusion. Another cycle. I think we just go... Okay, we're guaranteed to finish it, and hey, look at that, we've almost got the perfection. Boom. Yeah, way easier than that last craft. Those extra stats that we picked up are definitely helping. Alright, what else do we have that we haven't crafted yet? That's all actually doable. Okay, this is another one I'd like to do. A flying skiff recipe, so we could make a new flying mount, essentially. We could definitely do it, and it's not actually that hard. I think we go for it. I don't see why we wouldn't. Why? That's weird to me that that one's red and this one's like, I don't know, cream. We are going to use up 2 spirit cores, but that's fine. Let's do it. All right, do I have items left? I do. Okay, so if I did want to use them, I could, but I don't think we're going to need to. Right off the bat, we have a harmonious. So we'll do our gentle stabilize. Harmonious right off the bat. Let's delayed fusion, delayed refine. All right, we have a harmonious coming up. Let's do a cycle fusion. I also need to be careful that I'm watching our outer world. So right now, we're in tier 3, so that's cleansing toxicity, which we're not actually using any of right now. So if I do that takes us down to 2, which restores 5 ki, which is amazing. So we really want to bounce between 2 and 3 here. So a fusion would advance me, but I'm not going to do any more fusion. A delayed fusion would be fine. Yeah, that's interesting. That really makes you want to bounce back and forth and not kind of blitz forward like I was doing. I think we are going to simple refine. All that being said, though. Oh, there you go. We just crit and finish it off. Amazing. Okay, let's go put that on too. So we were using a grade 2 flying sword, which had a travel speed of 201. And we're going to change to a flying skiff plus. A flying skiff is made of lightweight but durable materials, designed with the intent to protect the user from unwanted combat, allowing for swift retreat from even certain death. Originally designed by a free cultivator, the schematics were sold in the hope of benefiting any and all humans around the world. However, the designs were quickly snatched up by greedy businessmen, and it ultimately ended up in the hands of Nin Mountains sect. Now, it's available to any who provide service to the sect, or its lucrative Star Observatory faction, which gives us movement speed plus 39 and mastery points plus 35. Why do I not know what mastery points are? The upgrade points you have when mastering techniques. Okay, that makes sense. Yes, we do know what those are. Okay, 2 nice upgrades. Next would be either artifact or armor, but I don't think we have the stuff we need for that. This is my only recipe. Remnant Saver. I think I did say that this was better. Yeah, it has some weird vulnerability stuff, but I think that's fine. Burrowing contamination. That's fine. All right, could we make this if we wanted to? No, because we don't have enough twisted remnants. Okay, so moot point there. We don't have the twisted remnants for any of these. Let's look at the sect and see if we could buy a better armor recipe or learn one maybe through here. Insight pill, brutal fist robe. Okay, we could maybe learn a recipe through that. Let's try that. This is something we were kind of avoiding. We weren't doing these, I'm gonna call them commissions. Let's give that a try though. Okay, so we need to, I gotta remember how I do that. Yeah, this way. Have you come to complete the request? Yes. Present the request you have. I see you're attempting the Brutal Fist 2 recipe. You've already paid the spirit stone, so here are the materials. You can utilize any of the crafting chambers here. Get to work. You've got 1 attempt worth of ingredients though, so good luck. I'm gonna catch up on chat here. The crafting system is inspired from Final Fantasy XIV. Yes, it definitely is. The crafting system, yeah, I know there's definitely more. There's like perfection levels or something. I've seen people on the Discord mentioning it, but I try to avoid spoilers the best I can. Never played a single Final Fantasy game. Interesting. And before anyone says it is crazy, that is crazy. Okay, 1 day passes. Let's see if we can do this. We would love to perfect this if at all possible. 930 is relatively hard complexity. Okay, right off the bat, we're starting with a good harmonious. Okay, so we'll do a gentle stabilize. I think we're gonna invest in this one. Let's do an intensity pill. So we'll do that. 2. Oh man, that is not bad. I think we can get away with a delayed fusion to finish this off. Although maybe I shouldn't be greedy with that. Maybe we just finish it this way. We do a cycling fusion into a harmonious refine into a brilliant. Ooh la la. Sadly, all we have is simple refine here, but still the number is going to be giant. Not bad. Okay, we have 3 actions and then we have a low key intensity. We're done with key intensity, so we're fine there. Unfortunately, we're stuck in stage 1, so we're losing a little extra durability, or stability, which isn't great. I think we just blitz this, so let's do a delayed refine. Simple refine. Simple refine. Simple refine. Got it. All right, craft success. Return. Now, does this teach me the recipe? That's what I want to know. People keep telling me it does. Opening the cauldron in a burst of steam, you find an impressive and perfect item. Your understanding of the crafting process is nearly unrivaled. You learned Brutal Fist Robe 2 recipe. Storing your things, you make your way to the vault curator and have the items inspected. Finished, let's see the result. He says as he extends a tray for your item. A perfect result, how pleasing. The result is immaculate, you clearly know your stuff. Here's your reward. We gain some key, we gain favor. Okay, did we learn the recipe though? That's what I want to know. We did, okay, good. That didn't count as me crafting it though, weirdly enough. All right, let's go see if that's what we actually want to make. Do we have any other armor crafting? Bottleneck, controlling, dissolving. No other armor recipes at the moment. Okay, so Disciple Garb does some charisma, some max barrier, and defense. We're not really maxing out our barrier, so that's kind of whatever. The one we just learned is charisma, some extra power, some extra crit chance, that's not bad, and some defense. Fine. Vital plate, a little less charisma, some max health, that's not terrible, and a bunch of defense and some barrier effectiveness. I don't hate that. That's a cauldron. Okay, so I think I like the vital plate or the fist. The crit chance is enticing, as is the base power. I think we're just going to make the fist if I have the items. So I need a clothing blank 2. And other than that, I do have enough stuff to make 1 attempt. So we need to learn clothing blank 2 right here. All right, 930. We've been completing these relatively consistently. I could pop. No, I don't think we need to. I think we can do this. Oh, we need to do our blank first. So material, armor blank. What'd you miss? I've just been working on my crafting. We're finishing a couple things up here. I've been putting that off for a couple episodes, and we really just don't have any time to waste. We really need to make this stuff. Like we saw with that fight we lost, I think if we had correct gear, we could totally win that. Ooh, I don't have enough tough iron ore. Okay, that means it's time to hit the mine again then. Are either of my friends nearby? We haven't adventured with P-Lip. Maybe we should invite him along just to see what he does. Let's do that. Hey, P-Lip. How you doing, man? You want to talk to me about something anyways. What's up? Xiaoqi, just the person I've been looking for. I have a request for you if you're willing. Yeah, what's up? I've been speaking to the Forge Spirit. It says you've discovered the source of one of the Forge Lord's early flames. I was wondering if you'd be willing to acquire one for me. I just need to take this flame chamber and guide it. I will do the rest once it's returned to me. Okay. We can do that. No pressure, of course. If you do manage to do it, I'll seriously owe you one. Good luck. Okay. All right, we can do that. That's not bad. Do you have any actions I don't know? Oh no, this is me teaching him. Do you know delayed fusion? Gain some approval. Okay, I can only give him 1 per month. That's interesting. I mean, do you know anything though? That's what I meant to do. Yes, he does know things I don't know. Repurpose key. Cooldown 5. Requires condition resistant. Ooh, I don't have anything to do when they're resistant. That is so good. Yes, give me that. And harmonious stabilize. I thought we had that. If we're in harmonious, we could restore 20 stability. I mean, that's fine. But harmonious, I have much better things to do. I'll go ahead and buy it for the sake of it, because I can't help myself. But that's not very useful. Okay, before I forget, let's immediately go change my crafting actions. Okay, what are we not using? Refining restoration, not really. Harmonious stabilize. Yeah, I already had harmonious stabilize. Why did he let me buy that again? All right. That's a no. Why can I not remember how to get rid of you? That's not what I want to do, game. That's because I'm not on the right screen. Crafting loadout. Okay, yeah, I didn't have that. Okay, I'm less crazy than I thought. Okay, we're not really doing forceful stabilize anymore. Gentle stabilize we do a lot of. Refining we do some. So I think it's forceful stabilize is out. And I want repurpose key. That seems really good to me. So if it's resistant, we can spend 5 stability. And if we're in gentle, that will spend nothing. And we gain 35 extra key. That's almost 2 refines. Yes. Which also means... Well, no, I guess this one uses harmonious, so I guess those are different. This one could be pulled out if I had something else I really wanted. Harmonious environment. Cost me 30 and a stability. And it gives me 10% extra. I don't think our stats are high enough for that to be worthwhile at the moment. Disciplined touch. Increase perfection and completion by 60. And it scales with key intensity. That could be kind of good, especially when we're running those potions. And I kind of run out of like things to do with it. Energized fusion. Increases completion by 216. Forceful stabilize, no. Instant restoration, no. I think we're good with what we got for the time being. But let's go in here, and for you, let's master this skill a little bit. Increase the critical chance by 4%. Would a crit on this one give me extra key? Because that's absolutely amazing. Yes, please. 5%. It's better than 0%. For this action, no, for this and the next action gained heightened, which gives us extra critical chance, or no, critical modifier. We need more crit chance. We have a lot of crit modifiers. Okay, we should probably come in here and do some of these. Giving him something is better than nothing. Focusing gives us extra crit chance. What was I just saying about crit? Yes. That's for delayed fusion. Not the best skill to get that, but it's better than nothing. Delayed refine, master it. Increase perfection by 6. That's nice. Heightened. I would actually prefer that. 10 completion just, or no, 10 perfection just for using it. Sure. Gentle stabilize. Increases perfection by 8. Sure. By 10. All right. Just some freebies here, basically. If I did want to change this, what could we do? Completion by 12. No, this is fine. That was gentle stabilize. Harmonious stabilize, we're not using. Refining restoration, we're not using much. Harmonious empowerment. I don't like these 10% chance ones. What can we target this? I would much rather just get something else. For harmonious empowerment, we're actually not even using this now. I'm not going to spend anything on that. No. Repurpose key, we did. Out of curiosity, what could we replace this with? No, just a bunch of randoms. Okay, I like this one. Yeah, we use this one a lot. Increase action intensity by 6%. Yeah, we actually get some. Sure. That's just a ton of free stats we just picked up. So we're not using those. Harmonious fusion, we use this one quite a lot. What can we change this to? Increase action intensity. Yeah, we would just want to finish even more. Or crit chance. We have so many multipliers. I feel like this would be good. No, let's switch it to that one. Just give it some extra intensity. Cycling refine. We do use that one a decent amount. 6% chance to restore 1. Clarifying. No. All right, put our points into that. Confirm. We have anything better? Critical chance by 5. I can't because we're out of key. Okay. We're done because we've used it all up. Okay, so for his quest, we're going to have to go all the way down here. That also means we're going to pass by Crystal Shore. Can we make any of the burning pills? Oh, shoot. No. I shouldn't have left yet. Hey, you want to come with? You want me to travel with you a bit? Sure, I'd love to. Lead on. Yeah. Don't you hate it when you leave and you forget if you turned P-Lip off before you left? All right, before we go there... A familiar voice calls out. It's P-Lip. Hey there, Xiaoqi. Do you have a moment? Sure. What do you want me to do? I'll craft it. You want me to make an hour? Like, dang it, where were you before I bought that recipe? All right, that's fine. Starting imbalanced, we're heading into there. Let's immediately do a gentle stabilize into a big harmonious. Delayed fusion. Delayed refine. All right, we're heading into a harmonious. Let's do a cycle to get our buff up. Okay, so key intensity 8%. Okay, that's not a great buff actually off of that ability, unfortunately. All right, harmonious refine. Now we're almost done. Okay, we still have 40% extra key control. Simple refine. Yeah, just finish it up. Easy peasy. We were doing things that were so much harder than that. +1 approval. Oh wow, perfect result. You are a master crafter. You gain 9 tough iron. Wait a minute. Wasn't that what I needed to craft? I'm pretty sure that's what I needed to craft. Well, dang it. All right, change of plans yet again. Yeah, that's weird that even though I crafted this to complete that quest, it doesn't count as me crafting it. But now I have enough to actually do it, so let's do it. Don't you hate it when you forget to turn off P-Lip before leaving the sect? I know! Then you have to turn around because you just don't remember. Oh, and says, I have a question about 6 Ages. Is the game super replayable, or is it more once you played it and seen all type of things? I would say it's less replayable than King of Dragon Pass, which is the original game but takes place later in the timeline compared to 6 Ages. There is a main story bit that is how you win the game in 6 Ages, but how you get to that point could be very different. I don't remember if you had watched that playthrough, but we were kind of like a middle of the line type tribe. Like, we didn't raid people super hard. We tried to like be kind of a coalition builder, but you could do a playthrough where you are much more of an aggressive nation or whatever. And some of the characters will be the same, but the rest of your clan will all be random. So you'll have different things. If you like the idea of the game, but you want more replayability, I'd say Dragon Pass has a bit more. Dragon Pass is also a little harder in my opinion. And I haven't played Lights Go Out yet. That's on the short list of to-dos for the channel. So bad you lose all the time. It's a hard game. It's a very hard game. I'll definitely agree with that. Make sure you listen to your counsel if you're struggling, because while they don't always give you perfect advice, if they're all saying like, hey, we're all gonna starve to death, then that usually means you need to do something so you don't starve to death. That or pissing everyone off is usually the 2 ways that I lose. Because then you just get like chain raided by everybody. Okay, as usual, gentle stabilize into a harmonious fusion. We have 3 actions until then. We're in here. I would really like to go up a stage. So I would like to do a fusion. If I do a delayed fusion, okay, that does count. Lower key control. All right, let's do a delayed. That takes us down. Now we go back up. Man, I need to get some more pills. We could be popping pills like crazy here now that I can detoxify. That is so powerful. That's so powerful. Okay, we are in resistant, and we have 2 normals between it. Now, hold on. I got a new ability here. We could repurpose that key. Why, yes, I will. That is super good. Okay, we have 2 normal actions and then another resist. We could do a cycle refine, which would give us some more key intensity. I don't think so. I think we just simple refine here. And again, we're on cooldown for that. Okay, so I probably want to pop delayed fusion next turn, which will finish us off. Or we pop cycling. Maybe we'll pop cycling fusion. That'll finish us off. So let's just do a simple refine here. We cycling fusion. That did finish our craft. Now we're just looking for some perfection. And just boom, boom. Cool. Okay, new month. Stardrape Peak has something going on. Okay, I will think about that. But we are making our new armor. What do you mean no clothing blank? What? I'm pretty sure we did that. Okay, did I click the wrong thing? Am I crazy? Dang it, P-Lip. I've been studying the flow of ki. Of course you have. All right, fine. I was in the middle of something, but fine. Okay, he wants... Okay, this is going to be a hard craft, I have a feeling. Never mind, no it's not. All right, we're imbalanced and we're heading into a resistant. All right, give me a gentle stabilize. Give me that repurpose key. God, that is a so good ability. That is so good. Okay, you want to lower key intensity, so we should just avoid that. Let's get our delayeds up and running. All right, I want to use the harmonious. Give me that, and then a fusion. Simple refine. Harmonious refine. Okay, we are actually done with perfection, weirdly enough. So let's just bring it home. Okay, that was nowhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be. And we learned another recipe. Wow, perfect result. You really are a master crafter. Here's a clothing blank. Here's another jade. Yep, you can always count on me. All right, now what did I do that I messed that up? So I want materials. We have 2 armor blanks. Okay, what am I not seeing here? Am I blind? And oh, you wanted clothing, not armor, because your robe's not armor. Yep, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, I know we're on a little bit of a crafting spree here, but bear with me. These upgrades are just so important so that we can continue to progress. Let's get this robe made. Okay, 930 is nothing to joke about, so we do need to be a little bit careful here. I do have both types of pills, and it's probably control pill I want to pop. Let's immediately gentle. All right, I want to fusion our way up, so let's do our harmonious fusion. We're going to gain some extra ki here. Let's get our delayed fusion going. And our delayed refine. Another harmonious fusion. Okay, I'm already loving this. We will do a cycling fusion. A simple refine. A harmonious refine. Beautiful. Almost out of gentle stabilize, but we're doing just fine. I think we could just blitz this one basically. On the off chance that we can't, let's do a delayed refine, and that will guarantee us our victory. Yeah, we're fine. Boom. God, we are so much better with this new cauldron. 3 extra craft skill. The craft skill is also giving me stat bonuses, so every new thing we craft is just empowering us to make further upgrades. All right, so we're going to go from 4,000 defense and some barrier to a little less defense, but extra crit, extra attack. We may need to make a piece of armor if we don't like how this rolls, but I think the extra offense is actually going to end up being better for us. We also could look at changing out our talisman too. Okay, that is what I wanted to get done here. Let's worry about his quest next, I think. So for him, he would like us to zip... Oh, I didn't even... Hang on, we got distracted. I was going to look about making some burning pills before we left. We can sell those for a lot. Yeah. Instant craft. Instant craft. Okay, now let's travel. Head over here. Enter... remind me, sell boiling pills. Yep, we'll sell those. We sold 5 of them for 3k. That's not even that impressive anymore, actually. That would have been so good at a different point. What do you want? Painful past. P-Lip seems to be in a strangely pensive mood. Talk to him and see what's wrong. What's wrong, P-Lip? You find P-Lip sitting beneath the shade of an ancient cherry blossom tree, a troubled expression on his face. As you approach, he flashes a weak smile, before his eyes go distant once more. How you doing? Just thinking about the past. Sit with me. You sit down with him, leaning your back against the tree and looking up the clouds drifting lazily through the sky. A few long moments pass before P-Lip speaks up once more. Before you joined the sect, what were you doing? Nothing really, just getting by. I think that's how most people live, just taking one day at a time, overcoming one obstacle at a time. It leaves little room for hopes and dreams. I think my parents were like that. Before I joined the sect, I lived in a small village nestled in the mountains of the expanse beyond Shinhinda City, far beyond the protection of any sect. Only visiting wandering cultivators brought us any kind of protection, and it was through selling goods to them that we made any kind of income. My family was no exception, and it was from a young age that I learned how to craft. P-Lip's gaze drifts to the horizon, a wistful expression clouding his features. But that vulnerability eventually proved too much, he continues, his voice tinged with sadness. A falling star landed too close to the village, and there were no cultivators staying with us at the time. The heavenly beast that spilled from within, he shudders. Well, at least it was quick. In the aftermath, I wandered the expanse alone, searching for purpose among the wreckage of my past. With the only cauldron I could salvage by my side, I made a living crafting for anyone I met. I would surely have died out there if I haven't met him, Forge Lord. Wait, you met the Forge Lord? Wait, yeah, you met the Forge Lord? He nods, in the flesh. Forge Lord seemed to be impressed, or at least amused by my attempts to craft for him. He took me under his wing, guided me, taught me. For a whole year, he dragged me from one side of the expanse to the other. It was a tough life, but it saved me, renewed my desire to live, kindled in me a new and burning desire to improve. Then, on my 17th birthday, he told me to go to Nin Mountains sect, dumped me on the outskirts of Shinhinda City, and vanished. Just like that, without any explanation or warning. With no other options, I hitched a ride with one of the guarded sect caravans, making the journey south, and now here I am. P-Lip sits back, bumping his head gently against the tree trunk, and lets out a long sigh. Now my dream is to perfect the art of artifact crafting, to produce something of power that even a mundane can wield. Then no one would have to fear the ravages of the spirit beasts, and no other child would have to go through what I did. He looks over at you with a rueful smile. Quite the lofty ambition, I know, but I wouldn't be able to live with myself if I didn't try. P-Lip lets out a quiet laugh. Well, that's my story. Sorry for dumping it all on you, but I do feel a little better for having done it. Thank you for listening. That's what friends are for. Well, I am extremely lucky to have such a great friend. P-Lip's relationship rank up. We are now close friends. You sit together in silence as the sun sets behind the mountains, casting a golden glow on the landscape. All right. Not a terrible little backstory there. Can I teach you a new action while we're here? Do you know Energized Fusion? I don't. Please tell me more. There you go, buddy. We get the approval from doing that, so we can only do it once per month, so we should just keep trying to do it whenever we can. Okay, we could try this. What is this one? What do you want? Oh, what a surprise. A familiar face. I won't stand on ceremony then. I've got a large influx of people displaced by a fallen star. Some are injured, while some we can house for now. We can't keep them here. I asked for someone to make recuperation pills. Okay, yeah, we've done that quest before. Oh, I guess. Oh, you just want me to make it. Okay. I can do. I'm a bit of a crafter myself, actually. Boom. Boom. There we go. Man, I am so much better than I used to be. With a deep scent of medical aroma wafting around, you open the lid of the cauldron and reveal a sizable pile of recuperation pills. Setting them aside, you redouble your efforts and make a few more batches with the remaining ingredients. Hello, Zinky. It's been a while. How's your progress? Yufu Chin stops when she notices the amassed pills before continuing. Okay, I think we're back there. Let me know if you guys can hear that audio there. I've never had that happen before. We had some sort of encoder error that just completely just shat everything there. Hopefully we're getting audio, or I'm in a lot of trouble there. Yes, audio. Okay, good. Thank goodness. That was weird. That was like my graphics card had some sort of weird error I've never had before. That's not worrisome in the slightest. Luckily, that was it though. I was able just to restart my machine. Hopefully other people will make their way back in. It may just be you, Xiaoqi. Okay, people are filtering back in. Yeah, I don't know what else to say on that. I had an encoder error. I've never had one of those before. I had to restart my machine there. All right, well, I guess she didn't like me making fun of her baldness. All right, well, we continue on. I don't have much else to say about that. All right. She's given me some stuff, including some spirit stones and some sect paper. +1 star observation. Some 5 twisted remnants. Okay, that's actually kind of nice. Okay, let's continue on. What do we... Twisted... Oh, we have another twisted one here. Sure, why not? We should be able to handle any of these. Oh, you're forced to halt by the sudden arrival of a powerful rush of ki. Behind the waves of energy is a hardened, pointed creature rushing straight at you. Twisted Konguya. Konguyu. Alright, now we are going to be taking a bit more damage than we were before because we have lowered our defense, but we have traded that out for some extra offense. So hopefully that will work out for us. Seems to be okay. And then we always, of course, have our heal too, so... In fact, oof, we are taking quite a bit more damage, although it's hard to tell because this is a hard creature too, so... Alright, we'll just keep blasting. We may actually have to start using more healing pills now. We'll try to get another heal rotation off. Oh, he has the stupid regen thing. Hate that so much. Okay, I think we can blast him here and be at relatively high. All right, we just need to watch our HP, basically. All right. 10k spirit stones, some sect favor, star approval. Yeah, that is the way to go. Forget those earlier quests, man. What a waste of time. Okay, here, travel. All right, let's get his flame. The P-Lip Bifang Flame. The heat radiating off the ever-burning corpse of the Bifang terrain grows more and more overwhelming as you swim closer, boiling the water into a constant stream of superheated bubbles that stream over you. Once again, you enter the crater and approach the flame itself. Immediately, a towering column of fire breaks off and forms into a terrific tentacled manifestation of fury and flames, even more powerful than you last faced. I don't love that. Okay, so he has about 370,000 HP. He's gonna stack tentacles. I do remember that. And pill wise, we have a regen pill. I probably don't want to pop that yet. I do think we will respect the octopus and we will pop that though. Pop that. Oh, I didn't look to see what he's doing. His aid gives us 20% defense, some barrier effectiveness, and a little bit of extra damage. Okay. Fine. He would be better if we were in heavier armor. 20% of 5,000 is a lot more than 20% of like the 2k that we're wearing. Blast, blast. Okay, now we're getting to the point where I need to think about heals. I think we're gonna go ahead and pop one here. He's up to 6, he's up to 7 stacks. Yeah, we don't love that. Let's also pop another regeneration pill. Okay, we're in sun, so I have to go back to 1. I think we're gonna go for the DPS here. He's starting to stack high enough that it's getting close to not good. Oh my. Alright, let's pop a normal healing pill. Please finish him off this round because I don't think we're gonna survive another. Whew. Okay. Good. With the final shudder, the flame warps and collapses in on itself. Guided by your key, carefully you guide it into the flame chamber and flick the catch shut, exactly as P-Lip requested. With a smile of victory on your face, you begin the long swim back to the surface. You find P-Lip hunched over a workbench at the bottom of a lake? That's crazy. Poring over a complex recipe, taking notes on a pad by his side. When he spots you, he places the item to one side and turns to face you. Xiaoqi, good to see ya. I got the flame. You do? Wondrous news. I've been itching to get my hands on something like that. Just think of what I'll be able to accomplish. You hand the flame chamber back to P-Lip. Here, I hope this is a fitting reward for something of this rarity. You gain 5,800 spirit stones. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be in the furnace pagoda. Alright. Done. Okay, what else are we sitting on quest-wise? Alright, so this one, we need to get some more key and then do our breakthrough. So that's... we need to get the needles, which means we need to do the mine. Explore deeper in the mine, can do. Golden Path, we really need a new artifact before we try that again. Clear the shadows from the past. Okay, that's mine. Get a Spirit Core 3. We're not going to see those until we break through, probably. This is also the mine. Craft or collect 2 clothing blank. Okay, that's a to-do. Okay. Mostly it looks like the mine is where our mission lies. We got plenty of time. Alright, let's head back to the sect. And here specifically because I want to heal. Or P-Lip could come to us again, sure. Oh, thank you. It would be a massive help. Let's head over to the Furnace Pagoda. I'll provide the recipe and the ingredients, so don't worry about it. Alright. Boy, you're really putting me through my paces here, buddy. Okay, right away we have a resistant. Well, I got just the thing for you, buddy. Let me repurpose all that key. Alright, let's get the delays going here. A normal fusion. Alright, we can't do anything about that, but we could give ourselves a cycle, which gives us the buff. So then we can go boink and boink and done. There we go. Easy peasy. One approval. Oh wow, perfect result. Gives us some tough ore, gives us some bones. There you go. Yep, no problem, man. Now I came here to heal. Alright, and back to the mines. And yeah, back to the mines. All right, sorry, friend, but I think we're gonna rotate. He's gonna leave us at the end of the month, anyways. Let's teach him a technique. Yeah, here's delayed refine. Yeah, there you go. You're welcome. All right, then we'll dissolve our team. It's been fun, but I need to focus on my own projects and my own cultivation for a bit. I'll see you later. All right, later. Hey, friend, you want to team up? Hi, Ma, grins wiggly. Time to show those spirit beasts what we're made of. Oh. Oh, we could just do the Shadow Disciple. Sure, let's see if we can get it done. You approach the shadow-shrouded tunnel, stepping right up to the swirling wall of blackness held back by the Formeric art. Any step further would require many yin-yang flares to dissipate the hungry darkness ahead, and fearsome battle will surely follow. 15 flares. Stealing your resolve, you step into the blackness and igniting a flare as you do so. You lose 15 flares. Time seems to flow strangely as you walk deeper and deeper, wrapping and twisting along the shapes swirling at the edge of your vision. You leave flares studded into the walls as you go, lighting your way back to the surface. Then a movement at the edge of your vision springs you into a defensive stance. It seems the shadows finally decided to fight back. Oh boy, that's a lot of them. 5 allies. All right. I hope we're gonna be okay here. I mean, need to think about getting some more healing supplies too. I guess we're okay. We also have her, and she's adding crit chance, crit damage, and doing 1800 damage before every one of my attacks. She is so much better fighting than P-Lip, that's for sure. Well, hey, Slice. Thank you very much. Slice sent a gifted membership. Congratulations to Raphael Sutton. Make sure you give a thank you to Slice. Nice of you to take a brief moment out of your dating life to join us, Slice. How have you been? All right, let's go ahead and pop that regen pill. Man, we have a lot of dudes to pile through still. I'm a little concerned about how many are in here. One thing I do wish OBS would show me my stream likes here so I didn't have to alt tab and look at anything else. I usually don't call it out while we're streaming, but that's just interesting that that's a piece of missing information on this UI. Let's see if we can nab a quick heal here. Yeah, good. Didn't finish him off though. That's a sound effect. All right, 3 enemy allies to go. Keep chunking through them. Yeah, this build that we currently have is not terrible. I do think it might be better to go with the more heavy piece of armor. By having extra armor, our effective HP is a lot higher, which means I have to heal less, but that also means that my healing is more effective when I do it. Busy had out-of-state friends staying. Oh, nice. Did nothing but eat and play board games? Oh man, that's living the life. Yeah, it's so rare these days that my friends come back into town. Almost all my friends live in other states at this point. Basically no one lives around here. So yeah, I'm envious. Praise the sun is getting rather large. We got 2 more to go and we're feeling fine. These long fights are actually to our advantage as long as they don't have scaling. That stupid star monster just has too much scaling by the time we get to him. Yeah, in all honesty, I just don't even need to heal. Shinosuke says, yeah, I feel that battle. Yeah, well, unfortunately, where I live, there is not a lot of job opportunity. So unless you go into very specific things, you basically graduate high school, you go to college, and then you never come back. That is how things go around here, basically. Should we be greedy for a heal? No, I don't think we need one here. Yeah. Well, conversely, though, the cost of living here isn't ridiculous like other places in my state, and that's because of those circumstances. So, you know, it's take some, leave some. All right. Well, we came out of this just fine. I was a little bit worried at the beginning, but yeah, I think it was those little shadow dudes are a little harder hitting than these other things. Finally, you arrive at the entrance to the cavern. The last of the monsters dissipating into nothingness beside you. The shadows are strong here, so thick you can almost feel you should be able to stand on them. Here, surely, is the disciple and the source of the unusually dense shadow. Now the only task left is to kill them. We're doing just fine. Let's do it. You approach the entrance to the shadow-filled cavern, peering cautiously within. Nothing is visible through the thick black haze, but the source of the unusual darkness is surely within there somewhere, if you can reveal them. Oh, you're gonna make me spend 15 more? Boom. Lose 15 flares. Flare by blazing flare, you push the darkness back. Then, between one moment and the next, there's a figure before you. Well, what remains of one anyways. Most of what is evidently once a disciple of the sect is now a swirling smoke, a shadow imprint of the former self. The head is the most coherent remaining part, as is a strange talisman it wears around its neck. Before you can analyze it any further, however, it strikes. Interesting. Oh, and you're going to do a bunch of blood stuff. Okay, we haven't really fought any blood enemies yet. Gnawing Shadow. Okay, so does not stack, gets a big power boost. Corrupt Damage, Shadow Sickness. After each technique, lose 4% health per stack. Okay, that's on him though, not on me. Profane Exchange. You no longer gain blood corruption, instead lose 3% health as true damage per stack you would have gained. Okay, that's all self-damage. All right, this is a big buff cycle for him is what he's doing. All right, so we want to burn him down relatively quickly, ideally. Yeah. Oh, he's still stacking. Oh my, that makes me very worried when they do a bunch of stacks. Let's just finish him off before that gets to come to pass. Yeah, thank you. 9 Mountain Disciple Seal. We got some blood crystals. All right, Xiaoqi, good luck on your stream, man. What are you gonna stream? When a reverberating screech, the shadow blasts apart, the talisman it once wore around its neck clattering to the ground. Immediately, the darkness around you fading away into more natural gloom that you'd expect in a cavern such as this. Nicklin's revenge. Hide in the bushes. Bending down, you scoop up the fallen talisman and you turn and head back to the surface. You gain 1 gnawing shadow talisman. Poor woman Kong is waiting for you as you emerge. Well done, I knew you had it in you, she says, clapping you on the shoulder painfully. I found this talisman. Show it to me, she grunts before peering at it closely, turning it over and over in her hands. Shadow infested, but not dangerously so. You can keep it if you want. Just don't wear it too long or it'll turn into one of the same. I trust your judgment. Now, go, take a break, rest up, you've earned it. All right, and by take a break, you mean go back into the mine. You're wandering through the mine to the entrance of your own tunnels. A voice from the side catches your attention. Xiaoqi, just the person I could do with a hand if you have some time to spare. Sure. I've been working my own way deeper, but I encountered a especially long tunnel. Sure. Excellent. Well, here's your flares. You gain 13 flares. Now, let's head down there and fight. I'm glad that you didn't make me pay for flares also. All right, rip through these pretty easily. We need to craft 27 acupuncture needles to do our breakthrough, and we only have the materials to make like 5 or something. So we need to find a specific ore, like a bajillion of it. Hopefully we were just unlucky on our first attempt, and this attempt will go a lot better. Because otherwise, this is going to be a long trek. All right, we probably should just grab a heal here quick. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Blast our way through here. Yeah, I do think that these animations do add a little bit. I think we need a little bit of refine on the transition. I don't have a great suggestion for it, but I definitely like that this feels a little more fluid and rather just the lines bouncing back and forth that we had before. You can find bigger deposits of silver, just got unlucky. Okay, that's good to know. Because at the rate we were going to be here for like a couple like in-game years because we have to wait for the flare flower to grow. You can find some OP armor and weapons. Ooh. Interesting. finally, we defeat the beast? Yes, I have no idea how long I battered myself against that particular path. Thank you. Yeah, no problem. Okay, yeah, let's hit it. Okay, so we don't want to go down deeper into key condensation. So we want to go left or right, essentially. So we have a pill cache, a shadow infestation, which is celestial. That's, I mean, it's getting me shards and I don't need them. Some key, we actually could use the key. We burned all of it, upgrading our crafting skills. I believe we need 4K at the moment. All right, let's do the unrefined key pill. These are 7 a pop. Shadow manifests as we approach the pool. I assume to find the armor and weapons, we're looking for a specific node. Just like we have pill nodes, I assume there's like a weapon node. That is pure just guess, though. Definitely noticing we take a lot more attrition damage with this armor on. I'm not sure if it's actually worthwhile. The extra damage is nice, but we stack up so high anyways, the stacks end up doing a lot more. Then again, I guess we're not having problems, so I guess kind of moot. Cache is pretty obvious. Okay. Yeah, most of the time, things have worked kind of how I would assume they'd work, which is a compliment. Except for that crafting not snapshotting. I still think that should. Just a different timing, I suppose. Okay. To heal? No, I don't think we need to heal here. No, keep blasting. If he survives 2 more rounds, we'll do a heal. No, of course he didn't. Last shadow dissipates before you, free to complete your exploration. We find a shimmering pool of raw key. We absorb 2.2k. Excellent. Hey, technique shard or resonating silver. Resonating silver is what we're looking for. I don't think that does much for me. Let's get the shards. You can buy the blueprints for armor outside the mine. Oh, okay, yeah, we should look at that. I didn't love the armors. There were too many trade-offs on those other armors from the Star Observatory. I wasn't in love with those. The weapon's fine. As you explore the winding passageways of the Ying Ying mine, the darkness presses in around you, pulsing with an insatiable greed, trying to snuff out the meager light of your flares. It doesn't take long for the manifestations of that hunger to swarm in around you. All right, I started blasting. Star Observatory seems extremely neat. I mean, it's interesting design when you have things that have, you know, bonuses and drawbacks, but sometimes they're just not worth it. It's a lot more thought that has to go into using them. I guess you could switch armor out based on what you were doing, but again, that's just a lot of work. Perfect timing on that heal rotation there. Yeah, we're making pretty good progress through here. Yeah, easy peasy. Yeah, I don't think, unless we fight something crazy on this level, we should be just safe enough. All right, how many are we gonna get? 7. All right, let's take a peek. I'm pretty confident that we can perfect craft these. What are you? Breakthrough? Yeah, it's this we need. We need 27 of these, and we currently only have 12 of these materials. So we could do 4 crafts. 4 times 3 would give us 12. So we have a ways to go. We have a ways to go. We got nether jade or an equipment cache. Well, there you go. Equipment cache. Also, we only have 81 flares left, so was that 10 more nodes after this? We explore the winding passageways of the Ying Mine. The darkness presses in around you, pulsing with an insatiable greed, trying to snuff out the meager light of your flares. It doesn't take long for manifestations of that hunger to swarm in around you. All right, Fluffy, out of the way. You're between me and loot. Blast. Do we go for the heal here? I don't think we need to yet. I don't want to do the heal too early and overcap the healing. The healing rotation we do isn't very efficient other than for getting the heal. So if we don't need it, I don't want to use it. All right, what do we get? Eventually, the corridor opens into a small cavern, and what looks to be the remnants of an array of armor. Dust lies thick over it, and the long centuries of abandonment have reduced most of it to unusable rubble. You do, however, manage to recover a piece of equipment from a storage chest, still thrumming with barely contained power, and tuck it away. You gain 1 ancient armor shard. A shard of armor of some ancient cultivator, useless in its current form, but still holds enough of its original power it could be crafted anew. With the cache empty, you leave the chamber behind. Let's actually go peek. I just want to see that recipe. All right, so it would be this thing. This is what it would be. So I assume the perfect would be 1,000-year armor. Yes, with a big chunk of defense. Yeah, I think I want that. So we need 3 ocean nephrite. I'm pretty sure we could just buy that. And we need 2 ancient armor shards. We have 1. So it'd be really nice if we could find 1 more shard. Also, the 1,000-year blade. Okay, so the top one would deal what? 10,000, 11, 6. An additional 9. So 20,000 damage. That would be quite nice. But again, we need 2 ancient artifact shards. All right, let's just buy these while I'm here so I don't forget. We could buy flares. I'll think about that. I could buy 10 resonating silver. There's no point. Maybe if we get to the end and we need a couple, I'll do it. But otherwise, I should probably just grind it. All right, let's hit the mine again. Oh, the cache was a dead end, though. These, I'm almost guaranteed that these just go straight down, so that would be a dead end. So really, we can go to a pill cache or to a nether jade. Let's get the nether jade. As you explore the winding passages, darkness presses in around you. Okay. Now, I do want to do my heal here. All right, remind myself again. Okay, so you end up in moonlight. Sunlight. Okay, either one of those would be fine. Let's just go ahead and get the heal off right away. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to do 2 heals here. I kind of let myself get pretty low there. This guy's not hitting that hard. Yes, topped off. Oh man, 1 more even? All right. Don't think this is going to finish him off, unfortunately. The ideal is that first blast of the heal script kills him, and then we get a full round of healing with no return damage. Last of the shadow creatures dissipates before you, leaving you free to complete your exploration. We go ahead and get a nether jade and 3 mortal jade. Don't have any particular use for those at the moment, but that's fine. A key pool. Okay, resonating silver. Excellent. Let's grab that first. I do kind of want that key pool, I think. Just one of you? All right. I also should probably check We actually, ironically enough, we haven't actually had that much time move in this stream. We've been really busy, and so we haven't been doing a lot of traveling, which is kind of the big, I don't want to say time waster, but makes the time move forward quickly when we're traveling, you know, 10 or 20 days between locations. We've been relatively stationary tonight, just getting the work done. Yeah, blap blap. Yeah, once we run out here, we're gonna have another long wait while we're waiting on those flowers, unfortunately. Oh, that was another dead end. Ugh. Okay, well, I don't love that. 60 flares. All right, another key pool. 2 of them. Keep blasting. Not quite ready for the heal yet. Give me another round here. Okay, now do our heal. Yeah, I like this. The way I'm set up now, I can do 1, 2, and I can just go back and forth between those. Or I could do 1, 2, and then 3, which is my heal script. And that's just based on the numbers here. Oh, kind of nice. Also, we have this Ethereal Rebuke. If we do get really high on stacks, we can try to just blow somebody up. 1,000 damage per sunlight and moonlight. So if we look here, we're at 9. So that would do 9k right now. So we're not quite ready for that yet. Ooh, and he's set up kind of for a heal, maybe? Perfect for a heal. All right, you. What do I actually do want to try and use that. What do we need to be in? We need to be in Moonlight to go into a Lunar Rebuke. Okay. So we're in Sun currently, so we need to go through number 1. We're at 13 stacks. We're doing number 2, 14 stacks. 15 stacks. All right, let's just try it just to see. We haven't done it before. 17k, 17k, 3322. Okay, so that was like 80,000, give or take, for that one. I really should be using that more once we get up in stacks. It doesn't, I don't believe it gives us any more stacks though. So it's kind of like we want to build enough stacks and then we just switch over to spamming that as much as we can. Absorb all that key. Shadow Infested Fist. All right, let's change up. Let's go on over here. I need more of that silver ore, please. Pretty please. All right, little shadow guy. Just out of curiosity, what are people's opinions of the animations? Like I've said a couple times, I think that definitely helped. I feel like it's a little fast at the moment, but I don't know how you fix that without slowing combat speed. And I don't think you want to slow combat speed. But it definitely adds a little bit to it to actually see them move around a little bit. I'm shocked on the turnaround on that. 2 ancient flaring pills. There's a bunch of power, but then we lose HP. Okay. That's vaguely useful. Nether jade, darn it. Okay, well, nothing for it. Wolf says he likes them. Mickey D says he loves it. I definitely think that helps a lot. Like I said, it didn't bother me. I was fine without it, but I think this adds a lot. I think a lot of people, the people who need a little bit more on the graphics side, I think will definitely appreciate that. Also, I still think we could have the maximum size of the sun and moon even bigger. It should just go forever. Just make it the lowest layer. Well, no, put it the layer above the background and then just let it grow forever. The moon will forever be in our hearts. I think it's time for a quick heal here. You mentioned doing the old recipes for crafting skill. I'm now spending a couple months in game just to go through all the old recipes. Yeah, I was actually kind of wanting to do that between streams, but we were right up against the festival, and I have until we've read all the festivals, I don't want to like do any off stream or off video stuff for it until we've read all 6 of them. But then I believe they just repeat, so I won't care then. But for the time being, I'm trying to just have it all up there. What do we get? 2 nether, 2 mortal. I don't really have anything particular I need those for at the moment. Old iron or a technique shard. I don't love either one of those. Okay, I'll tell you what though. I need to go grab my tea because I'm feeling it greatly in my voice. What's the most interesting screen I can give you? Here you go. Most interesting screen I can give you. I'm going to take my Fiverr here. If you are not blocking ads, I appreciate the pennies. Every little bit helps. Get up, get yourself a drink, get yourself a stretch, and I will be back in 5, assuming that my transition screen works. Yes, it does. I'll be right back. Okay, and we are back. All right. I was considering maybe we should invest some of our spirit stones in some more flares here. We're kind of stymied until we get this ore. We also don't have the milk nephrites for that. That is something we can do. That's coming out of the garden. We can't do that till we break through. We need to do more crafting for this. We need a weapon really for that. Yeah, we really, break through the key with any method. Yeah, I really feel like that needs to be the plan. How much would it cost me to buy these? If we were to buy all of them, 27,000. Do it. All right, I think we're committed to that. All right, let's keep hitting this. Okay, so we have cold iron deposit or a technique shard. Eeny meeny, I suppose. All right, unless we see new dialogue, I'm not going to read any of those. We're going to try to go into power mode here and see if we can just blitz through as many as we can quickly. Save myself a little bit of voice here, too. Actually had a family get-together yesterday, which took a good chunk of my day and, you know, involved chatting with people for several hours straight. So it was almost like I streamed yesterday, and then I just didn't have the voice in me to do my Dominions recording yesterday, so I had to do that this morning. So already wearing the old voice down, and next week's going to be a quite busy stream week, so poor voice. What happened? Did the stream crash? Depends when you were. I had a weird encoder error a while ago, Owen. I had to restart my computer, so that if you were stepped away, that's what happened. I will have to spend some time investigating that too, because I've never had an encoder error before. No idea what that was. I do have to video cap this differently than I video cap most things. The same way I have to do Shadow Empire. It's not the standard way. So that could be something, although I literally have no idea what would have caused that. Oh, yeah, just chew through these. These guys definitely do a little more damage than a lot of the other things we fight down here. That extra defense also is kind of annoying. It is definitely nice, despite that issue, not having the connection problems we were having. That was absolutely killing me for multiple months. Having just every night, is my internet gonna work or not when we go live? That was so incredibly frustrating. What a waste of time. All right, equipment cache. Yes, please. We need 2 pieces of this and we need 2 pieces of armor, and we could make some major upgrades. Out of the way, buddy. Out of the way. You're between me and loot. Not a place you want to be. Yeah, these guys are definitely the harder of the mobs that we fight down here, for normal stuff at least. Yep. And I don't think we need to heal after this. We're fine. Once we get our scaling going, this becomes quite easy. What do we got? Managed to recover a piece of equipment from a storage chest. Gain 1 ancient armor. Okay, nice. Nice. We can make the armor right now. I'm considering just running over to do that. Do I have everything I would need to craft that? This clothing. I believe it's this. Nope, not that one. Not that one. Did I not learn? Hold on. I bought them and didn't learn them. Learn 2 recipes. All right. 1,000-year armor recipe. Not any harder than the stuff we've been working on. I need some armor blanks, which I accidentally made earlier, so we're good there. All right, we need 1 ocean nephrite, but I'm pretty sure we could just buy that. All right, let's actually go do that craft. That's just gonna make us so much tougher. Yeah, 1 ocean nephrite. and then we'll just come straight back. So let's travel to the sect. And do I need to? I don't even think I need to buy any potions. I think we're good enough. On the off chance that we're not, let me just look. Pill-wise, we have a control pill and we have an intensity pill. Those are so pricey, but man, they just make this so safe. Now let's do it. All right, no choking, buddy. No choking. All right, so we are immediately starting. Wow. Increase key intensity by 50%. Okay, so we're gonna get through that really quickly. All right, gentle stabilize, a big harmonious, the intensity. Let's do a cycling fusion. That gets us up to 3. Then we want to do refines. 2 of those. Okay, let's get a delayed fusion. Your key intensity. Okay, okay, I got another piece of advice here. Sometimes these harmonious are key intensity and sometimes they're key control. I think it should show somehow, like it should say like key intensity below it or just intensity or something right here. Or there should be a little bit of visual on the icon as it's coming up, so I don't have to mouse over them to remember. It seems like it's based on the craft, like this one's all intensity. Maybe I'm just noticing that pattern now, or maybe this one's a weirdity, but that's just something I noticed. Okay, we're in harmonious. We have a delayed fusion that's going to do 399, but I don't think it's actually going to do 399 because I think it's going to bump off of this. Let's do a harmonious refine. Actually, if I do that though, no, let's do a cycling fusion. Then we can do a simple refine. 24. Okay, finish that up. Okay, we're imbalanced. We have 2 actions basically left. I think we just smash refines into it. Perfect craft. We got lucky on that one. I wasn't quite high enough. Hi, Floodwater 31. No idea about the game, but it looks fun. I've really been enjoying it. If you like cultivation games, if you like interesting crafting systems, I think this will be right up your alley. The crafting has really surprised me. I was trying to avoid it quite a bit on stream when I first started, but I really enjoy it. It's got the really nice quality of life where like there's a little bit of thought that goes into it while you're crafting, and then once you perfect it, you can just use your instant crafting. That's like the best of both worlds for me. So I am quite enjoying it. It's a very similar crafting system to Final Fantasy XIV, which is a big compliment. And then the cultivation side of things has been fun too. I've quite enjoyed it. The characters seem likable. There's at least 6 different cultivation paths, so different variety there. All good stuff. All right, let's switch out to our 1,000-year armor with its 15,500 defense. And I don't think we need to do anything else here, so let's just travel right back to the mine. Where are we at calendar-wise? Okay, in 2 months, we just need to collect from the sect, so we're right here, so that won't be a problem. Oh, and I should have looked at this first. Where's our garden at? 96 days, okay. Like I said, we have not actually had that many days go by because we haven't been doing a ton of traveling this time around. All right, back to the mines. Technique shard, how many? Let me look again. Where is my ore? Resonating silver 22. Okay, we're actually not that far off. I thought we were a lot less than that. I believe if we have 27 of these, we can make an attempt. So we only need to find 5 more, I believe. Let's actually verify that. So this is going to be for breakthrough. I keep saying 27. I probably should go double check that number. So we're actually short on cold iron. Hold on a second. I didn't think cold iron was going to be my problem. Do they sell that at the store if I have to buy it? They do. Okay. If we need to, we can buy the cold iron. I don't want to buy... Well, maybe I should just buy it now so it can reset. Stock refreshes in 27 days. All right. We'll try to remember before the month ticks over if we need it. I'd prefer not buying it if I don't have to. All right. Let's head through this technique area. Okay, group of 2 of them. We should be able to smash our way through here pretty easily. I also think that this way of having party members as kind of buffs is kind of an interesting way to solve for not having to have multiple combatants and targeting things, etc., etc. Kind of an interesting solution to that design problem. All right, we're in Moon. I don't need to heal. We don't have a lot of stacks. Now let's back into normal rotation. Since we have somebody who's new, I'm using hotkeys here. These are our different stances, and we've created these outside of combat. And so I'm using celestial cultivation. So I bounce back and forth between sunlight and moonlight, and based on which form I'm in, tells me which stance I should go into next. So we have kind of like our intermoon one, our big sun damage. We have a healing stance and our finisher stance that I'm bouncing between here. So I'm not really explaining a ton of that because we've been doing this for a couple streams, but there's a lot going on in the background here. While this looks really simplistic, I'm not clicking this and then manually clicking this each time. I'm just using my mouse hotkeys. Good to see that you're doing well in the game. Yeah, it's been going pretty well, I will say. I've been enjoying it, that's for sure. Okay, we're gonna finish this guy off. Let's get a healing cycle out of it. Getting that heal was huge for Celestial. I would definitely say if you're gonna play Celestial, make sure you get that ASAP by any means necessary. It's been a giant quality of life boon. Got a bunch of technique shards. Ooh, that was quite the node. Nephrite. Okay, there's our resonating silver. All right, let's get the silver first. It figures that I buy a bunch of flares and then we end up not needing them. Story of my life. All right, out of the way, buddy. You're between me and possibly breaking through. Hopefully we actually have enough key. I didn't think about that. We spent a whole bunch upgrading our techniques earlier. 8 stacks. Just out of curiosity, let's try our finisher move with only 8 stacks. So 3k, we do a bunch of debuffs. Okay, 17. Not worth it at that. I'd say 15-ish stacks is where that starts becoming more interesting. Yeah, let's continue growing our stacks here. Yeah, we go up quite quickly. I think we gain 2 stacks per rotation, something like that, between our 1 and 2 stances. All right, 7 resonating. Let's go confirm. Am I able to confirm that here? I might not be able to confirm that here. I don't think I can get into that menu. Oh yeah, they also added, you can upload a custom image. I don't know, I guess you probably wouldn't get the animations there, but maybe it just changes this picture. I'm not gonna click that and have weird things come up, but just food for thought there. Okay, nephrite deposit, blossom. Okay, but now I am super curious. Maybe we have enough stuff that we could go do this if it is 27-ish or 29-ish. We need more cold iron though. We could buy, yeah, we could buy 15, which would get us to 31. That'd be enough. All right, let's just do that. Let's not linger. Assuming I can afford it. I didn't look at the price. It's not that bad. All right, just give me all 15. All right, travel. I literally thought we were going to be there for quite a while. Zoom over here, enter. Okay, let me look at the breakthrough. We also have to decide on which breakthrough we're going to do. So, I believe it was the top 2 that we were interested in. This one's muscles, lifespan, Dantane. I believe that one was fine. So, incandescent ore would be fine. Dantan gives us max key pool, key absorption, technique mastery points, barrier. Muscles gives us key intensity and combat power. All right. Meridian's not on extra muscles. Flesh is really, really good because it's max health and barrier effectiveness, and health is important. That's pretty tempting. That's pretty tempting. So that would be the heart. Eyes, no. Meridians, no. These seem to be the worst ones. Shining meridians, even worse. Okay, I think we're gonna go for the heart. I don't love the muscles. I don't really care about that, but it gives the flesh, which I feel is really important. Okay, so what do we need here? 24 needles was the actual number. And heart greater meridian set with a meridian gold shard. A shard of Yin Yang Gold Walker empowered with raging energies of corrosive key. Deadly. Slay a Yin Yang Gold Walker in the meridian opening late strata of the mine. Ooh. Okay, so we don't have that. That's very worrisome because obviously we've never seen that. A Gold Walker in the meridian opening late strata. All right, well, we know what we need. So we need the mine. All right, we are in the right area, right? Meridian opening late strata. So we're in the right place. We just haven't found what we need. I would assume that would have its own... node, but maybe it shows up in these nodes. So let's clear this. All right, well, I guess it's a good thing I did buy the flares then. What a roller coaster of emotion this has been. Oh, we're flapping this guy. Let me get my T out. It has its own node. Okay. I'll know when I find it. Good to know. Hopefully we're powerful enough because the only thing that we really have left to upgrade is our weapon. We pretty much already have everything else upgraded. So if we found 2 artifact shards down here, that would be something we could do. We lucked out that we found 2 armors in a row. So we do have that nice chunky piece of armor on. Oh, shadow infested blossom. Oh dear, he doesn't know. Well, he obviously doesn't. I mean, it must be possible since it is the thing we have to do to ascend. And ow. We don't like this guy. We don't like this guy at all, actually. I'm gonna have to actually heal off of this. Ow, reach. Yeah, give me a healing pill, please. I don't know if we're gonna beat this flower guy. He's scaled too high. Okay, we're in sun. Yikes. Give me another heal. Please finish him or we're toast. Your scaling is better than my scaling. I hate that. Oof. Ouch. Big ouch. Yeah, no kidding. And that's right. Okay, none of those are any good. We're actually gonna go heal. So, remember what I said when we weren't having to travel a lot? Joke's on you. We're actually traveling a ton all of a sudden. Back down. That was painful. That was quite painful. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, I guess. We'll head that way. All we can do is use flares until we're out, so it's all RNG. To my knowledge, I doubt there's any way I can tell where this thing is, so. We also have the bonus of having Aimee with us, who is not actually that bad for our damage. That's quite a bit. Definitely adding up. Get out of here, birdie boy. Okay, that's going pretty decently. We're not taking that much damage. Definitely not compared to that flower dude. Man, we took that much damage with 15,000 defense. If we didn't have that on, I don't think we would have actually survived that fight. Oh, another equipment cache. Okay, well, not what we were looking for, but I will definitely take it. Looking for the artifact shard here. We're hoping for the artifact, not the armor. Two dudes, so that shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, it would be really nice if we could actually get our breakthrough tonight. I'd be really happy about that. I don't know if that's gonna happen though. I guess if we get lucky, like, I think we have everything else we would need, so we would just need to find this guy and be able to defeat him. If we couldn't defeat him, our artifact is really the only thing I can think of that we can really upgrade. We could make the sword recipe that we got from the Star Observatory, so we could do that. Armor shard, darn it. All right, well, is what it is. Oh, and another equipment. All right, round two. Well, we fight the easier guy this time. This is actually in our favor because by the time we fight the harder guy, we'll already have more stacks. So this actually works out quite well for us. Yeah, zip through here pretty effectively. If we don't kill him on this round, I'll do a heal, but I think we'll finish him. Yeah, that's all right. That probably would have overcapped us. I will do a quick heal here. Okay, 13 stacks. Okay. We shouldn't change to our finisher. Let's try it. We're in Moon, which is what we need to be in. We're at 15 stacks. He has 85,500 HP left. Oh, so close. It's all right. Okay, so 15 stacks wasn't quite enough. The last of the shadow creatures dissipates before you. Ancient artifact. Okay, we're at 1. Well, booyah. More resonating silver that I don't need. Unrefined key. I guess we'll take them. It's so funny. I was so desperate to find those, and as soon as I have enough, now they're just everywhere. That's so my luck. Yeah, give me that key, buddy. Well, we have the advantage of we kind of did a bunch of crafting, grinding, etc., earlier. So I feel like we should be able to craft the needles just fine. I can't imagine that's going to be super hard. So we just need to find the dude, basically. It's just down to RNG if we find him or not. I would definitely take that. Well, well, well. Everything's coming up Babel. Or I should say, Xiaoqi Long. Lair of a greatly empowered yin-yang gold walker, filled with petrified remains of those that ventured blindly into its reach. That is missing a piece of punctuation in there. On the risk of being nervous about my system crashing again, I'm going to take a quick... I'm going to take a screen grab of that so I can put that as a bug. There we go. It's also an alpha plus enemy. Yeah, well, I mean, we have to see it one way or the other. We are almost at full HP. I could run and grab a pill. Let's just see how it goes. We don't die forever. No. Let's do it. The layer of a greatly empowered yin-yang gold walker filled with petrified remains, blah, blah, blah. I mean, maybe here. Let me give myself a little bit of luck here in chat. We'll throw a few golden greed coins. That's for good luck. As you explore the winding passages of Yin Yang Mine, the darkness presses in around you, pulsing with insatiable greed, trying to snuff out the meager flare. That was all redundant. Oh. Well, that was all redundant. So you're gonna make me fight the normal hallway monsters first, I guess? Alright, I would like to come out of this fight at full HP if possible. We will try to make that happen. Healing here would be a waste. Alright, not bird thing, you're up. Blap, blap. Don't think you're gonna die this round or next round. I believe in you with no understanding of anything. That's right. Don't believe in yourself. Believe in me who believes in you. Okay. Well, that was easy. I didn't end up at full HP, though. As the last of the shadow creatures dissipate before you, leaving you free to complete your exploration. Shimmering gold replaces the drab gray of the walls as you enter the lair of the Gold Walker. As you creep carefully forward, you pass the shattered and petrified remains of dozens of men and women, cultivators who failed to escape the touch of the deadly beast. Then, the hulking figure of the beast itself stands before you, blazing with deadly power. That's not even fair! How come my son can't be that big? This look reminds me of the gold golems from Age of Wonders 4. Alright, what are you gonna do? Gold petrification. Power minus 5% per stack. Defense minus 10%. I assume he's putting that on me and not himself. And then he does minor damage. This is gonna stack and it's not gonna go away. Alright, nothing for it. Start hitting him. He's got 605,000 HP. That's worrisome amounts of HP. Okay, we seem to be chunking it pretty effectively, though. We are already at 2 stacks. And this is going to go forever. So at 10 stacks, we would have no defense left. Just for those of you at home. And at 20 stacks, we would have no power left. We'd have no power here. Okay, let's pop... Actually, if this is a damage race, maybe we should do the Ancient Flaring Pill. That's so much power. I should have popped this right away. Let's do that. We're in Moon. I don't need a heal yet. The heal's kind of a bad round. We really don't want to do it. Yeah, give me more stacks. All right, also, let's pop a regen pill. I'm turning into gold! I'm not loving the amount of damage we're taking, that's for sure. Okay, vulnerability, 10%, that's from me. There's minus 30% power. I really don't think I can chance heals here if I can help it. Yeah, I really should do another round of damage here. His damage at least isn't escalating too ridiculously, and we're actually doing pretty good on proccing some of our heals. Our little just incidental healing. Alright, we still have 2 rounds of regeneration. Our damage pill is worn off. We can do 1 more pill. I think we just go for the damage. Oh, that was the only pill. We only had 1 of those. I thought we had 3 for some reason. Alright, well in that case, moot point. We're only at 12 stacks, so we still need to go through a little bit more stacking. Why was his damage so low there? That felt like he did less. Not sure why that was. I have 1 more round of regen pill, then we'll have to pop another one. 15 stacks, 16 stacks. Okay, I think we're gonna do 1 more round of stacking. What are we at for stacks? We're almost out of defense. Actually, we're gonna have 5% less attack. Maybe it's better that we just start doing it now. We probably need to do it 3 times, and we can't do it continuously. I'm gonna chance a heal here. I don't know if this is the right call. I hope that's the right way to do that. All right, we can't go into damage in this mode. We're up to 17 stacks, so we're gonna be at 19 stacks, I believe, and then we'll try to do our finisher. I'm turning into gold! I'm so happy to die this way, but so sad to be dying. All right, finisher, please. You need to hit him for at least like 100k here. Okay. That was actually almost 100k. We're in moon. Wait a minute. We're in moon? I thought we were going to end in sun on that. How did I end in moon? Oh, no, I do end in moon. Wait a minute. That means I can just... Yeah, never mind. I can just spam that. We can do that again. I think we win. I thought we were going to have to go through another rotation. Oh! Do it again. Come on, buddy. Woo! Woo! We made it. It figures that we have a stacking defense debuff after I went through all the trouble of crafting a piece of armor that had a bunch of defense. We would have ironically been better off in the other armor because it would have dealt more damage. The irony is not lost on me. This is a very good first attempt. The only attempt, Night Ninja. We get it done in 1 around here. I got a little napping dragon, Xiaoqi Long, has a nap to attend to. Why are we fighting a space marine? They remind me of Battle Force Templars from Trace Brothers game. He almost did it. He did it. I don't know what you're talking about. So we have Meridian Gold Shard, which is what we needed to craft with. We also have a Gold Spike Trophy, an especially beautiful shard of Gold Walker, reclaimed from the remains of a greatly empowered specimen of the beast in the depths of the Yin Yang Mine. And a shard of the Gold Walker, empowered with raging energies of corrosive ki, deadly if used in any circumstance, but during the Meridian opening breakthrough to open one of the 3 powerful greater meridians. I will take my victory and go. Finally, the Gold Walker falls before your might, collapsing down into smoke and golden dust. Immediately, the gold lining of the walls around you begins to crumble with it, and you just barely manage to escape from being buried. Actually, having her with us also was probably key. Because of those extra crits, I wasn't really watching, but I assume that we crit extra, and the extra 1,000 damage per technique. That adds up a lot. That's 5,000 damage per round. Or no, 4,000 damage per round, but that adds up quick in long fights. So I'm going to give her some credit there too. Okay, let's head back to the sect. Let's enter. Let's heal. Let's craft. All right, do I have... crafting pills. Yes, if I feel the need, I can pop them. All right, I don't think, I mean, I guess maybe we should just for safety's sake. All right, I need to remind myself yet again because I cannot remember numbers while streaming. I need 24 of them. Okay, so eight crafts is what I need. Okay, let's just get it done. And 8 perfect crafts, I should say. Do it. Okay, we're starting in balanced. Condition is flowing. Okay, I need to make sure. I didn't realize that this was changing. I thought harmonious was random on what it was, but it's not. There's just like a condition for the craft. So I need to check this before we get started every time. And this is a good one. It just gives me a bonus to both. So that's sweet. To that end, let's immediately gentle. I think, well, we need to keep in mind this. This is interesting. This changes up how I would normally craft because I kind of want to try to stay in stage 2 and 3. So we want to do a harmonious. And then we want to do a fusion. Let's do a cycling fusion. And that puts us in high buffage. Yeah, extra key intensity. That's not really helpful. I really should change that. That's coming off of this. This should be control, not intensity. We'll do a harmonious refine. Okay, let's get our delayed. We're a little delayed on getting the delayed one started. Let's get both of those going. Okay, we're in stage 2. I would like to do a refine to get back up to 3. The intensity. I think I probably want to do that here. We're in harmonious. Let's get a big harmonious fusion. That almost finishes us up. And we have a delayed fusion that's going to go off, which will finish us up. Okay, so all we need is some more perfection, and we've got this. We're in really good shape here. A simple refine. I think we just burn it out right here. We'll grab the repurpose. Well, no, we don't even need the repurpose key. Yeah, boom, done. Easy life. 3 extra crafting skill because we perfected it, and some key. And then we need to do 7 more of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, done. Chamber. Okay, we're thinking heart because of the flesh. The flesh gives us extra max health, extra barrier effectiveness. I don't really care about the muscles, although the muscles do give some combat power and does give key intensity, so that'll help us craft a little bit. Dantian, this gives us max barrier, crafting max key, key absorption, and technique points. That's fine. Meridians give us crafting control, which is good, and artifact power, which I don't really care about. Yeah, I think this is the way to go. So we are going to do incandescent heart. Are you going to make me? Oh, you're going to totally make me do this, aren't you? All right. Everyone hold on. I got stabbed 24 needles into myself. You're really going to make me do every single one, aren't you? Okay, we'll do that one last because that's going to hurt. Okay, keep going, keep going, keep going. Nope, we'll do that one last. Okay, the heart. Now hold on. Oh, I see. Depending on where I put it. So we want to put it in the heart. I'm glad I thought about that. All right, that should be everything, right? So we just need the needle. Dopamine rush. It's gonna be a rush of something sticking the needle right there. All right, let's do it. Breakthrough is gonna take us 20 days. Boom. breakthrough is complete. Key condensation 3 early. We got the stats we talked about, some extra lifespan, some extra charisma, 20k more health, which is basically a 50% increase, more max barrier, although we're never maxing out our barrier with our current build. Extra toxicity means extra pills, like about a 30% power increase, some barrier effectiveness. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, what do we need next? We don't know how to do these ones. Okay, so we don't know the better breakthroughs. The crappy breakthrough would require a key vessel in the vessel slot and mortal condensation art. 9 key droplets. I don't know what any of those things are yet. We are almost high enough to use a breakthrough pill to move up to middle. I would not hate that. That's just free stats we could get really easy. As you leave the cultivation chamber, Tai Dao Fing is waiting outside for you once more. Yeah, she's the lady that got us involved in all this. She says that she's helping us, but I think we might be being used. Ah, there you are, my talented disciple. She's literally never helped us since we got here. I sensed your breakthrough from afar. Congratulations on your speedy progress. Thank you, Fifth Elder. You're welcome, but your thanks are not needed. All I require is your efforts to fulfill the task I have for you. Come, walk with me. She turns sharply, gesturing to you, and leads you down the steps back towards the sept. Blossoms swirl around the pair of you as you walk, spiraling out of her clothes in a constant, delicate wave. As you breathe in their fragrance, you feel something worming its way into your mind, whispering to you with faint words that dance behind your ears. Disciple, are you well? Taito asks, her voice snapping you from your revelry. If I had extra blossom skill, we'd have a different dialogue option. I think she's trying to mind control us. It was nothing. Well then, let us continue. As you walk in silence for minutes more, passing between the overhanging eaves of the outer circle of the sect training and storage halls and into the wide courtyard beyond, only then does Tai Dao speak again. You have a spark within you, a touch of the heavens even. I feel you gained more from the moment that we met than you admitted. She flashes a hungry look towards you, only for it to vanish as fast as you almost convince yourself you imagined it. And it is that spark, that drive, that will aid you to sever the tie of fate between us. With a flourish, she produces a strange object from her spatial ring, handing it to you. You gain 1 void key. Apparently she's Cthulhu's daughter. You thought those were petals, but actually... This is a twisted void key, allowing entrance into a very specific mystical realm within the tomb of Lubu Lin, to the east of Xinghindai City. If you reach its end, you will be able to acquire a particular item, a fist-sized orb containing what seems to be a blazing star of energy. I want that, and you will get it for me. Gain the quest Tie of Fate. Yeah, I'm a little suspicious of her. Why is that so important? A tribulation such as what you absorbed only comes once in 100 years. Without its power to form a pillar shard, I am forced to turn to alternative sources. But you have no need to know the specifics. All you should concern yourself with is completing this task. Okay, so I didn't understand that at the beginning. I guess she wanted to absorb that tribulation lightning that we got hit with. And that's what, well, at least that's what she's saying is happening. Normally, in most things, unless you're a super overpowered main character, you have to just resist tribulation lightning, not absorb it. Although there are plenty of MCs who do that. You will find that the gates of the Mountain View Pass are now open to you, and the northern road beyond that. When you reach Hinda City, travel east and you will arrive at the tomb. I would advise you to try some less dangerous keys first before you attempt the realm in that one. It will be quite the challenge, but I'm sure you can overcome. And if the region does prove too much, bring me another Void Key 3 and I will twist it for you. I will do it again and again as many times as you require to succeed. Oh, and it should go without saying, but this task must be completed before you break through to Core Formation 4. You will be unable to access the depths of the region once your power has crossed that threshold. That's why she can't do it herself. The formation will simply not allow it. Good luck, disciple, she says with an intense smile. I know you will not disappoint. Then the blossoms explode out to envelop her, and soon she's gone. Sect resource distribution is this month. We made it just in time. We get extra resources now that we broke through, so cha-ching. A little Tale of a Mortal callback there. Sect resource distribution. Yes. Name? You think he'd remember me by now. I feel a little sad that he doesn't. He looks you up and down for a moment. Key condensation realm, I see, he grunting to himself. He gestures to a bag and it flies off the shelf to settle in your arms. 5 technique shards for Blossom, 5 for Fist. We gain a key condensation elixir. I have a couple of those built up. We should probably use those. And what kind of spirit fruit do you want? Celestial, please. You gain 1 spirit berry celestial. This is higher quality than what we were getting before. We should hold off on that until we finished up the lower quality ones. There you go. If you want more, work hard and advance through the realms. Now, off with you. I guess that is a way we could increase our power. We have not finished up. I think we can get our thing to 50. How expensive are those? Not the spirit berries, please. Go cheaper. Cheaper still. Spirit fruit celestial. We could buy 10 of those. I really should have been doing that. Let's nab those quick. In 3 months, this will refresh. Okay, what else? The normal player would not be able to beat the Alpha Plus version of this enemy. Oh, really? Did I actually get a harder version of that? Is there a normal non-alpha version? Check the Sexor. Now the fun begins. Good call. Okay. So new stuff here. A 9 Mountain Hammer. That would actually just be better than what we currently have, but can't afford it. Flying Sword is a little bit faster than what we have, but we have some other stats on our mount that I'm not going to change out at the moment. We also should probably go to the Celestial Tower and see if there's some more unlocks we can get. I am correct. Okay, well, I feel a little cockier then because I figured that was just the normal fight. We're meant for greatness. What can I say? Transport Seal. A transport seal you can instantly send the user to the 9 Mountain Sect. You know what? I'm gonna buy one of those. I played Tale of a Mortal. Stabilizing refinement. I have not really used those. I really need to do some exploration into reagents. Cycle of 9 art. Okay, this is one of the things that they were talking about that I need to do my breakthrough. I don't think we're going to worry about that too much, though. Getting her quest done should be our main thing. Now, let's buy that. Let's look at the recipes. Can I get the breakthrough pill? Key condensation. Bottleneck pill. Buy. I probably should have checked this first. Talisman. Ah, dang it. I should have definitely checked this first. Alright, is what it is. Let's learn it. I really should check that first. Where is my recipe? Wait, how do I already have that? Did I click on the wrong thing there? No, I didn't. This realm seems interesting as you're theoretically able to have moon and sunlight at the same time in Celestial. Ooh, that is interesting. Oh, that does also remind me. I would love to just start us off by grabbing our new one. This will just automatically give us something we don't know. In fact, it'll give us 2. Day Spring requires no moonlight. Okay, so that would just mean that we need to be in... No, how would we get rid of that? So that could be an opener, I guess? Yeah, because moonlight... Well, no, okay, we just would need to be in sunlight because we would change our moon to sun. Okay, so this could only be used in sun is all that means. 10,000 damage and we gain 2 stacks. Ooh. That's a lot better than the builder we currently are using. Fine. And Ecliptic Annihilation. 6,800 damage per sunlight. Okay, so that's similar to what we're using. And then remove it all. Okay, so really, really big finisher. I don't know if I like that one though, because if you miss fire, you're gonna be very sad. All right, but I will buy the manual. Yes. Just to get us started there. Okay, what else? How are we doing on time? We're a little short on time. What else do I want to look at while we're here? I could help them break through. What are you going to need for your breakthrough? Bottleneck pill 2+. Okay, we could definitely do that. We could totally do that. That's easy. All right, can't do that right now. I totally can do that right now. Can I just make that quick? Give me pill. No. Give me breakthrough. Breakback pill 2. Okay, so we need some flaring yang bud. Let's go grab that quick. Also, we're getting kind of close to being done with our current run. Hopefully we have some. We do not have any flaring yang. Okay, then in that case, I will buy some. Flaring yang. 25 of them. No, thank you. Just give me 8. All right, we'll help our 2 friends. Actually, we should probably make one for what's his face too. Yeah, let's just do that. They are helpful enough. Okay, and furnace, and we should just be able to boink, boink. Oh, I'm short. Oh, it was 6, not 4. Okay, I need to buy 4 more. I lucked out that we can just do that. All right. Never say that Xiaoqi does not help his friends. There we go. Okay, and friend number 1, a breakthrough. Here you go. Thank you. I'll make sure to put it to good use. Gain 4 approval. Right, I'll go break through. See you soon. There you go. Only needs 1 more approval. Okay, where is P-Lip? He's over here. Weird. Oh man, I'm gonna so misclick that at some point. That's gonna make me so sad. All right, P-Lip. Aid breakthrough. Oh, you need a Meridian Gold Shard. Okay, that's a little harder to do. Oh, so she was actually behind him. Interesting. I do know that they will break through on their own. I just don't know the mechanics behind it, so I'm just trying to help out. Okay, well, I can't do that for you at the moment, so sorry. Blink out of here. Where is our other friend? That's not him, is it? No. Pillar creation, that's a formation master. We haven't really fiddled with those much. A carpenter, we haven't fiddled with our house much. Where is our other friend? Where you at, buddy? Oh, he's over here. Yeah, let's go help him. That was fun. Come find me when you want to raise some more hell. Okay. Oh, and he moved. Dang it. All right. Where did he go? Yeah. All right. Hey, buddy. Here's your breakthrough. Here you go. +4 approval. All right, I'm gonna go break through. Yep. Good luck, friend. Okay. And I think that's gonna have to be it. The last thing I want to do, yeah. We'll do this for next time. I don't want to try to figure this out after a long stream already, but every time you break through, you get an extra slot. So now I have 5 things per round. And so we're gonna have to rebalance all of these so that these will work. All right, well, that was quite enjoyable. My apologies for the crash. Like I said, that was a weird one. I've never had something like that before. So hopefully that's not the start of something new, and that was just a weird one-off. If you enjoyed yourself, don't forget to leave a like on the stream. That helps YouTube show the video to more people and spreads the word for both the channel and the game itself. If you're not subscribed, I hope I've earned your subscription tonight. I'd love to have you back in chat or in the comments of other content. I do a wide variety of things, and we're starting a whole bunch of new projects this coming week, so lots of new content on the way. And if you want to go above and beyond to support, you can always leave a super thanks on a VOD, join me live for a super chat, consider becoming a Patreon or a member here on YouTube. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'm planning on streaming tomorrow, and it's going to be some more Ascend from Nin Mountains, and then we're probably gonna have to take a little bit of a break while I do some other content for things that are coming out this week. So don't miss that if you're enjoying Ascend from Nin Mountains, and I will see you then. All right, have a great night, everybody. Babble out.